How do I buy a business with real estate attached? I'm Tim Diesel, I'm a commercial real estate consultant. Today, I want to answer a question that came up that I think will be very beneficial to many of you. So some of you know that I buy businesses. Commercial real estate is not all I do. I'm involved heavily in different types of businesses. And that started through my commercial real estate career, right? Because one of the things I've mentioned that if you own, let's say a retail shopping center, then there's a business that's distressed, they might come to you, you might want to work something out. Before you know it, now you're a business owner. And then once you do one, it's very easy to identify failing businesses, and you can kind of take it from there, depending on what you want to do. So this question was specifically geared towards an electrician, right? And the electrician wanted to buy the building, the real estate building, and also the business. So the business was attached to it. Now, many of you know, or maybe you don't know, if you buy a business, most of the time you're not buying the real estate. You're buying just the business and you're leasing it out, right? So you're paying rent. So whatever it is, let's say you have a grocery store, anything, a nail salon, you name it. And you just pay rent to the landlord. Now, in this particular case, and I've talked about this a few times, if you are an electrician, and this can work for restaurant owners, this can work for anything. The way to evaluate the real estate, commercial real estate most of the time, is what is the cash flow, right? How much money is coming in? We don't talk about what will be 5-10 years from now. Certainly appreciation is the way to make money in this game, but we care about right now. Are we going to make it 5 years if we're losing $1,000 every month? Probably not. And if it's a business that you know or you do, whatever it is, and you have an ice cream shop, you want to buy the building, whatever it is, doesn't matter. So in this case, the way to evaluate, let's talk about evaluation. This is the main portion of this video is evaluation. And so let's say your business makes, I don't know, $100,000 a year. And it's an electrician in this case, and there's a multiple tied to business earnings. Now, I don't know what it is for electricians. I don't know what it is for ice cream shops. I don't know what it is for every single industry. But in this case, we're going to use 3. We're going to use a multiple of 3. Just to make things simple, just so everybody can stay on the same page. And I'll explain that. So if you're an electrician and your electric business generates $100,000 net earnings, all right, we don't want to confuse anyone, we're going to multiply that by 3. And we're going to say this business is worth $300,000. Again, I don't know what it's worth, but we're going to use an example. Now, the land and the real estate is separate, right? Now, it kind of depends on where it's located, how big is it, but let's just say it's 2,000 square feet. You probably need more than that, but let's just keep it simple. And we're paying $200 a foot, okay? And this would be a $400,000 building. And then the business would be $300,000. Now we have it together for $700,000. If you're ever in a position to look at acquisitions like this, you might pay more for many reasons, right? You might pay more because maybe they have more of an infrastructure. They have more trucks, they have more employees, whatever it is. The building's in a perfect location for you. Once you go down that path, it's a little bit different than evaluating the old school way, not the old school way, the conventional way of cap rates and debt to coverage ratios. You're kind of going a different path. So what I want to do is point out that you're evaluating businesses and buildings differently. Because if you're the only tenant, that's a different evaluation. Because are you going to just pick up and move? Or you can sell the building with a 5-year deal that you do for yourself. Now the building is evaluated a different way. If it's an entire strip center and you're one of the tenants, that's another evaluation. So keep in mind when you're looking to buy a business, don't automatically look for the real estate. If the real estate is with it, evaluate it differently, right? So you want to look at the business, what does the business make? Then you want to look at the real estate, what does the real estate make? What is the real estate going to do if I'm gone as the business owner? What if I want to take my business down the street? What is the next tenant going to look like? Who's going to be in this space? If you have an ice cream shop In retail, most of the time, it could be something else, right? It could be a shoe store. It could be, who knows? They change all the time. Restaurants typically stay restaurants. The types of food changes. Warehouses, industrial, if it's electrician, plumber, that's going to be around the same thing. I haven't seen too many changes, but they can. So it's a little bit different than when you're doing an apartment building, right? Because it's going to be a 2-bedroom forever. It just kind of depends on how you do it. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Glad to help you. Thank you.